Can't believe all these letters. My arms are getting sore from stuffing all these mailbags.
Have patience, Randy. Mr. Lizard Inventor to the rescue.
Mr. Lizard, are you going to help me with these letters or not?
What do you think I'm doing? This little machine here is going to make the job you're doing so easy, Randy, you won't believe it. It's my Lizard Limited Lot of Letters Liquidator.
It's your lizard what?
Oh, forgive me. I forgot. You're not a scientist and unfamiliar with scientific talk. Very simply, it's a mailbag stuffer. It stuffs letters into the mailbags. Look, here's how it works. Just throw some of those letters into the bin on top. Come on, throw them up.
Attention all cast members, please report to the radio studio for recording immediately.
Now, I just push this button and the machine will begin stuffing the letters into the bags. Huh. Seem to have a glitch.
It works great, Liz. You're a regular Einstein.
Mr. Lizard and Randy, please report to the radio studio. Thank you.
Well, something must be stuck. Let me just check. Ah, there it is. I can see something stuck.
Mr. Lizard!
I'm in here! Help, Randy!
Mr. Lizard, Randy, where are you? Please report to the radio studio.
We'll be right there, Alan. Oh, boy, we gotta get going, Mr. Lizard. Are you in there?
What do you know? It works!
Hey, Mr. V, we're ready to start recording.
Thanks, Alan. I'll be right there. Yes, Carol.
Good news and bad news. The Kids Corner mail has doubled this week.
That's great.
The bad news is that we're running out of stamps for kids' responses.
No, that's good news too, Carol, because the more mail we send to kids, the more they realize that we're their friends.
You're right, Mr. V. So it's okay to get more stamps?
As soon as possible. Now, I've got to get to the studio. I'll talk to you later.
Amy, Isha, we're ready to start recording. Could you kids come to the studio now?
All right, Alan, we're coming. Should we clean up first? Nah.
Pretty good at that? Yeah. So,
Stand by, Mr. V, on the close.
Ready to do the show? Close, guys. So, just remember, kids, the best example for living a great life is found in the Bible. Jesus said, "Tell the truth in love." You know what will happen when you do that?
What?
You, and I do mean you, will make a big difference. Well, our time's up for today, but we'll be back, so be sure to join us next time for another Kids Corner. Until then, from all of us, goodbye.
Great, Mr. V, but I'd like to do that section on page 3 over again.
Oh, you mean where I say, "Where are you, Mr. Lizard?"
Yeah, right there, but wait until I give you the... Stand by, Mr. B. Hello, Studio B. Yeah, I'll tell him. Mr. V, that was Carol. She said there's a man from the local television station here to see you.
Television? Did you say television? Are we going to be on TV?
I don't know, Mr. Lizard. When he called, I just said that I would meet with him. Well, Alan, maybe you and the kids could stay here and finish up with sound effects while I go talk with them, all right?
Sure, Mr. V, but I think you're going to need a little help talking with this man from a TV station. Don't you think I'm the best person for the job? I mean, I know almost all the programs on TV. Now, I can be ready for the meeting in about 5 minutes.
That's very nice of you, Mr. Lizard, but I really think I have all the information that I need. Maybe you can meet with us the next time, okay?
Mr. V, you don't have to be embarrassed because I know more about TV than you do. I'll just be an observer.
Again, that's very nice of you, Mr. Lizard, but I think you're needed more here. Isn't that right, Alan?
Is what right, Mr. V?
Isn't that right, Alan?
Oh, yeah. Mr. Lizard, we're definitely going to need you here.
It's obviously a setup, but I'm not falling for it. Mr. V needs me. He just doesn't know it yet. I'll go along with the game, but I'll sneak out and hide in Mr. V's office and be there for the whole meeting. All right, I'll stay. But just remember, I'm available anytime.
Thanks, Mr. Lizard. And I'll see you, kids. Alan, I'm sorry about this, but I'll be back as soon as I can, okay?
Sure, Mr. V.
And don't forget to talk about me, Mr. V. I'm excellent TV star material.
Okay, kids, let's start on page 3, okay? We'll start from Amy's line, which says, where am I going? Okay, we'll start right from there.
Oh, Mr. V,
Yes, Carol.
we've got a problem.
Oh, dear, what is it?
I've just discovered that the freezer in the kitchen is broken. We have over 500 ice cream bars in there for the ice cream party tomorrow. If we don't do something soon, they're all going to melt.
Well, I'll tell you what, why don't we call Walt Supermarket and ask if we can use their freezer overnight? They love kids. I'm sure they'll give us a hand.
Good idea. I should have thought of it first.
Call them right now.
I will.
Good thing I know a shortcut to Mr. V's office. Now, I gotta find somewhere to hide. Uh-oh, I think I hear them coming.
Thought we could just step into my office and have a conversation there. Just want to say thank you very much, Mr. Goldwyn, for coming to the Kids Corner today. Please, have a seat. Now, what was it that you wanted to talk with me about?
Well, actually, I'm in kind of a tight spot. My boss has put me in charge of going out and finding some so-called quality children television programs. Personally, I think the stuff that's on TV right now, most of it's good enough. But hey, what do I know? So, he suggested I come and see you. So, what do you think?
Well, I'm honored that anyone would want to talk with us about television, but we're just a group of people here who care about children and happen to have a weekly radio program for children. How could we possibly help you with television?
Oh, it's simple, V-Man, it's simple. I've heard that radio program and it's good.
Well,
I
thank
mean,
you.
that kid stuff, that's good. So I'm sitting in my office and I have like this revelation. We could get some TV cameras and build a couple of sets, and we could do a TV version of that radio program. Why? You've got all those kids, they do a good job, and you've got that goofy talking lizard.
A kids' TV
I think
show
it'd be a...
about Kids Corner. And me. How cool. Wow. Me, Mr. Lizard, a television star. I can see it all now. Mom, over here.
How can I help you?
I'll have chocolate.
Sorry, pal, we're all out of chocolate. How about vanilla?
I'll be back.
Yeah, Greenie, you decided?
I'll have chocolate.
How many times do I have to tell you? We don't got chocolate. Now choose somewhere else or beat it.
Never be rude to the listener. It'll be great being a TV star. But oh, I better listen and hear what Mr. V's saying.
Wow, do you really think it'll work?
Oh, think with me, V, baby. A TV program for kids, about kids, kids doing the right things, learning the right things, right up your alley. And best of all, it'll get the boss off my back.
Well, you're right, Mr. Goldwyn. Kids Corner is all about teaching kids right from wrong, but do you really understand what kind of a program this is? We teach kids here about the Bible and following Jesus.
Bad move, V, baby. That religious stuff is out. That's too boring. We could talk about Abraham Lincoln or Mr. Rogers. Those are good people.
Well, that's where I think you're wrong, Mr. Goldwyn.
What does he think he's doing? He's already ruining my career.
Because we believe that to teach and encourage kids how to make it in the world, they need to learn a little bit about a book like the Bible. That's why there is a Kids Corner. Kids here learn that the most exciting adventure on earth is to understand how and why God made them. So, thank you very much.
V, baby, you're letting the air out of my balloon. TV people, and especially my boss, they mix with that religious stuff about as well as cats and dogs, vinegar and oil, fire and water.
Well, it seems to me that your TV people, Mr. Goldwyn, should understand that most of your intended audience is concerned about things like this. So, here. It's been nice knowing you.
Settle down, V-Man. We desperately need you on this project, and if the only way we can get you on board is to agree to some of that God talk, well, okay, that's cool. I can handle it with my boss, but you've got to assure me that you're not going to bore those kids to death.
Well, I think I can assure you that Kids Corner will not be boring. Now, I'll be happy to sign it. Let me just turn the light on here a minute.
Now, where did I leave that light bulb? Oh, hey, Mr. V. What's happening?
Mr. Lizard, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be in the studio with Alan.
Mr. V, is this the famous lizard?
Pardon me, I should introduce you. Mr. Lizard, this is Mr. Goldwyn. Mr. Goldwyn, this is Mr. Lizard.
Well, I'm sure glad you decided to take Mr. Goldwyn up on his offer, Mr. V. I'll be glad to do the Kids Corner television show and be the star. I'll go contact Hollywood right away.
Mr. Lizard.
Yes, Mr. V?
We'll talk about your undercover spy work later.
What spy work?
You know what I mean.
Yes, I think I do. Mr. Goldwyn, it's been a pleasure meeting you.
Likewise, and we'll see you in the pictures.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lizard, goodbye, and don't call Hollywood just yet, okay?
Sure, Mr. V. See ya.
Now, Mr. Goldwyn, if you'll agree to do the program right here at the Kids Corner, perhaps the next step would be to have your crew come and see the kids in action. Now, according to my calendar, the next...
No. This will never work.
Hey, Mr. Lizard, what's the matter with you?
Did you read this script that Mr. V wrote for the Kids Corner television show?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, we're gonna be on TV.
But look at it. All I gotta do is act like myself.
And that's bad?
Of course that's bad. You can't just be yourself on TV. You gotta be somebody important or exciting. I mean, this is television.
You know, I never thought of that. So if you're not gonna be yourself, then who do you want to be?
I'm thinking.
You know, maybe I don't want to be myself either. I mean, they might think I'm a nerd or something. What are we gonna do?
I got it. Instead of Mr. Lizard, I'll be the Lizinator, an evil warrior with a huge sword. And you can be Robert Hood, Prince of Thieves in search of adventure. Yeah, I can see it now.
Yeah, kids really like that stuff. They'll think we're the greatest.
Come on, let's get some costumes before Mr. V's practice session. I've got some great costumes in my closet.
Oh no. I hope you cleaned it up since the last... Mr. Lizard, are you okay?
Mother!
Action!
Hi kids, we're glad you're watching Kids Corner. Would you like to be a part of our Kids Corner club? If you write to the address on your screen, we'll start your membership today. You'll get a special membership card and a free issue of the Kids Corner News. KC News is full of fun and games, so write in to receive your free copy. Now let's get back to Mr. Lizard and friends.
Okay, good. We'll do it in a bigger voice next time. Ready? Action!
Well, Robert was so mean to me, Suze. I just want to get him back.
Come on, Beth, that isn't the right attitude. Aren't we supposed to be a little more forgiving?
Well, that's easy for you to say, but...
Hi, everyone. We're here.
How come you're dressed up in those crazy outfits?
These aren't crazy outfits. This is my Lizinator outfit. And Robert is Robert Hood. Mr. Goldwyn said rehearsal for the TV show was at 2, so here we are.
I don't recall these characters being in the script.
Oh, the script. The script was so boring, Mr. Goldwyn. And, well, Robert and I figured we'd make the show a little more exciting.
Oh, yeah? What'd you have in mind?
Well, we thought that the Lizinator could come in and kidnap the girls, and then Robin Hood could come in and shoot the Lizinator with one of his arrows.
I like that, yeah. Okay, action!
Ah, my frail little girl, prepare to meet thy doom.
Let me go, you wicked Lizinator!
Now, Amy!
Just 1 minute, you Lizinator. You'll have to go through me first.
Have it your way, you foolish young woman. You're no match for the Lizinator.
It's not over yet, Lizinator.
What's happening?
Feel the sting of my arrow.
What is going on here?
Well, we're blocking a scene from the TV show. Besides the little injury you got so far, what do you think?
Was this your idea?
No, it was my idea, Mr. V.
So, it was your idea, Mr. Lizard.
Well, I can't take all the credit. I mean, it was everybody's idea. What do you think? Pretty cool, huh?
Well, to be honest with you, Mr. Lizard, I'm a little disappointed. Mr. Goldwyn asked us to put Kids Corner on television. What's all of this?
Lighten up, V-baby. This kind of stuff is solid gold. Turn on the TV. This is just what you're gonna see.
Yeah!
But that's the problem. Kids Corner television is supposed to be something different. Fun and exciting, but positive and wholesome. Something that brings the best out in kids, not like all the other stuff. Well, I can see this isn't working. Mr. Goldwyn, thank you very much for asking. I know that you put a lot of work into it, but this just isn't working. We're just going to have to cancel the whole thing.
You can't be serious about this, V-Man. Let's talk about this a little bit. We can work this out, can't we?
Yeah, you can't cancel the whole thing.
What's so bad about what we were doing?
Well, Kids Corner is supposed to be something different, positive, about telling the truth, about being the best that you can be, about honoring God. So, does this little story that you just made up do that?
Well, it could. I mean, I stood up to the bad guys.
Yeah, the good guys won. You know, good is better than evil.
Okay, you can make it all sound a little bit better, but it's not the truth, Mr. Lizard. I mean, in real life, we can't solve our problems by killing each other, can we? Is that really what we want to say? Think about it. What would a person like Jesus do in a situation like this?
Well, I guess you're right, Mr. V. We gotta think this thing through a little more.
We're sorry.
Hey, cheer up. You know me. I don't want a boring show either. But you gotta agree with me on one thing. That we'll always tell the truth when we do a program like this, all right?
Yeah. But how are we going to do that?
Well, I'll show you how we can do that. No, Darlene will show you. Darlene, come on in. Let me introduce you. Kids, this is Darlene.
Hi, kids. Hi, Darlene.
Darlene lives in Hollywood. That's the place where they make TV programs and movies. You all remember the movie Sister Act, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, Darlene was one of the nuns in the movie Sister Act. In fact, she was even used to help teach and train some of the nuns how to sing and dance. And she said that she's willing to come to the Kids Corner and help us do things like that.
There's no way I'm gonna dress up like a nun.
It's okay. You don't have to dress up like a nun. But I was thinking, if we added a great song and transformed the Lizardinator here and Mr. Hood into real-life cool kids, we could have a great show. What do you think? You want to try it?
Yeah!
Great! Okay. Well, let's see. I've got a great song I can teach you how to sing. And while I'm teaching you how to sing, why don't you come over here to my costume box and get some hats and stuff and bring them over here and line up and we'll get things rolling, okay?
Got a place, come on in and see how we're a part of God's big family. A special corner where we learn how to be, where you can be you and I can be me. We'll work and play and take care of each other, 'cause in our corner we're all sisters and brothers. So come on in, there's room for all, every shape and color from the short to the tall. Come on in, give us a hand, we can make a difference all across the land. We're gonna make Kids Corner as big as the world, making Kids Corner as big as God's world. Kids Corner as big as the world, making Kids Corner as big as God's world. And we want you in our corner 'cause it's your corner too.
Great! Wasn't that fun? Hey, you guys are fabulous. Now let's try and pretend there's a real camera out there, and let's have some of the younger ones come and sit down in the front here, and some of the ones that are a little older, let's line up in the back, and let's try the song one more time. Now sing along. Here we go.
We've got a place, come on in and see how we're a part of God's big family. A special corner where we learn how
I think I forgot somebody. You guys keep singing and practicing. I'm gonna go get him. Be right back. Come on, you want to join us? It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll show you. The kids will show you.
So come on in, there's room for all, every shape and color from the short to the tall. Come on in, give us a hand.
Hey, V-Man, I think you've got something here.
Well, I hope so. So you think it'll work?
Will it work? I think you got yourself a hit, V-Man.
Well, we're not looking for a hit. We just want kids to see that life with a purpose can be terrific.
Well, I'm going to go ahead downtown and report on the show to the boys. I think I smell a raise coming.
Well, just be sure to tell the truth, Mr. Goldman.
You got it, V-Man.
Your corner too.
Fabulous. That was great.
Hey, kids, you look marvelous.
Marvelous.
Okay, now, if you'll just jump up here, Mr. V, and help me with this.
This isn't very safe, Mr. Lizard. It goes against my better judgment.
Okay. So, my invention needs a few minor adjustments.
Why do I let him get me into these things?
Got a place, come on in and see how we're a part of can make a